The psychology of winning. How the elite think about competition. Michael Jordan didn't just beat opponents, he psychologically destroyed them. Kobe Bryant studied his competitors' weaknesses like a chess master. Jeff Bezos built Amazon by thinking about competition in ways that completely baffled his rivals. What if I told you that the difference between winners and losers isn't talent, resources, or even effort? It's how they think about competition itself. While most people see competition as a battle to be won, the elite see it as a game to be mastered. Today, I'm going to decode the psychology of winning, the mental frameworks that separate champions from everyone else. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some people consistently dominate their fields, while others, equally skilled, fade into mediocrity. But here's the warning. Once you see how the elite really think about competition, you can never go back to amateur-level thinking. Are you ready for that transformation? Introduction and the competition paradox. Here's something that will blow your mind. The most successful people in the world rarely think about their competition. While everyone else is obsessing over what their rivals are doing, the elite are playing an entirely different game. This is what I call the competition paradox. The people who win most consistently are the ones who think about winning least. Instead, they've developed a completely different relationship with competition that gives them an almost unfair advantage. Think about it. While your competitors are copying each other, racing to the bottom on price, or trying to outwork each other, what if you could make competition irrelevant? What if you could create your own category where you're the only player? This isn't just theory. I've studied hundreds of elite performers across every domain: sports, business, entertainment, technology, and they all share specific psychological patterns when it comes to competition. These patterns are learnable, implementable, and absolutely game-changing. But first, we need to destroy the myths about competition that are keeping you trapped in amateur thinking. Mythbusting: the 5 lies about competition. Myth number 1. Competition is about beating others. Reality: elite competition is about maximizing your own potential. When Tiger Woods was dominating golf, he wasn't trying to beat other golfers. He was trying to shoot the lowest score possible. The competition became irrelevant. Myth number 2. You should study your competitors closely. Reality: the elite study principles, not people. Steve Jobs didn't succeed by copying other tech companies. He studied design principles, user psychology, and aesthetic beauty. While his competitors copied each other, he created entirely new categories. Myth number 3. Competition makes you better. Reality: the wrong kind of competition makes you worse. When you're focused on beating others, you optimize for their weaknesses instead of your strengths. This leads to mediocre performance across the board. Myth number 4. There's not enough success to go around. Reality: elite performers operate from abundance, not scarcity. They understand that creating value expands the entire market. Amazon didn't take market share from bookstores. They created an entirely new market for online commerce. Myth number 5. You have to play their game. Reality: winners change the game. Muhammad Ali didn't just box better, he changed what boxing could be. He made it theater, psychology, and entertainment, not just sport. Here's the pattern. Amateurs compete in existing games. Professionals master existing games. But the elite, they create new games where they're the only player. The elite psychology framework. Now let me show you the actual psychological framework that elite performers use. I call it the power framework. P, process over outcome. O, ownership mindset. W, win-win creation. E, exponential thinking. R, relentless improvement. Let's break down each component. Process over outcome. While amateurs focus on winning, the elite focus on executing their process perfectly. Serena Williams doesn't think about winning Wimbledon during a match. She thinks about her service motion, footwork, and shot selection. The outcome takes care of itself. This is why elite performers seem so calm under pressure. They're not thinking about the stakes. They're thinking about the process. Ownership mindset. The elite take complete ownership of their results. No excuses, no external blame. When they lose, they ask, "What could I have done differently?" This mindset turns every loss into a learning opportunity and every win into data for improvement. Win-win creation. Here's where it gets interesting. The highest performers don't just win, they expand the entire game so everyone can win bigger. Oprah didn't just succeed in media, she created platforms for others to succeed too. This approach eliminates competition because you're growing the entire market. Exponential thinking. While others think linearly, the elite think exponentially. They're not trying to be 10% better than their competition. They're trying to be 10 times different. This is how companies like Tesla can dominate industries seemingly overnight. Relentless improvement. The elite are never satisfied. When Michael Jordan won his first championship, he immediately started preparing for the next one. They understand that standing still is moving backward. Case study: the Bezos blueprint. Let me show you how this framework works in practice by examining Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Process over outcome. While other retailers focused on quarterly profits, Bezos focused on customer obsession, long-term thinking, and operational excellence. He famously said Amazon would focus on cash flow, not accounting profits, for years. Ownership mindset. When Amazon stock crashed during the dot-com bubble, Bezos didn't blame the market. He doubled down on his vision and used the crisis to acquire talent and resources cheaply. Win-win creation. Instead of just selling books, Bezos created a platform where anyone could sell anything. Amazon Web Services didn't just serve Amazon, it enabled millions of other businesses to exist. By expanding the entire digital economy, Amazon became indispensable. Exponential thinking. While competitors fought over existing retail markets, Bezos was building the infrastructure for a completely new type of commerce. He wasn't trying to be a better bookstore, he was creating the everything store. Relentless improvement. Amazon's day one mentality means they never stop improving. Even as the largest e-commerce company in the world, they continue to innovate as if they're a startup. The result? Amazon didn't just beat competitors. They made competition irrelevant by creating entirely new categories and markets. This is the psychology of winning. Don't beat the game, change the game. The 4 levels of competitive thinking. Elite performers operate on 4 distinct levels of competitive thinking. Most people get stuck at level 1 or 2, but the truly exceptional operate at level 4. Level 1. Scarcity competition. There's only one winner, and it has to be me. This is zero-sum thinking. If someone else succeeds, I fail. This level creates stress, anxiety, and poor decision-making because you're always reacting to others instead of acting from your own vision. Example: small businesses that compete only on price, destroying their own profitability. Level 2. Performance competition. I'm going to be better than everyone else. This is better than level 1 because it focuses on improvement, but it's still reactive. You're defining success relative to others instead of absolute standards. Example: athletes who only perform well when they have someone to beat, but struggle when they're already leading. Level 3. Category creation. I'm going to create a new category where I'm the leader. Now we're getting into elite thinking. Instead of competing in existing markets, you create new ones. This gives you first mover advantage and allows you to set the rules. Example: Netflix didn't try to be a better Blockbuster. They created streaming and made physical rentals obsolete. Level 4. Ecosystem building. I'm going to create a system where everyone wins and I win most. This is the highest level of competitive thinking. You build platforms, networks, and ecosystems where your success enables others' success, creating a flywheel effect. Example: Apple's App Store. Developers succeed, users get great apps. And Apple takes a percentage of all transactions while providing the platform. The elite understand that level for thinking is the most sustainable because it creates network effects, switching costs, and ecosystem lock-in that make competition nearly impossible. The mental toughness protocols. Now, let's talk about the mental toughness protocols that elite performers use during actual competition. Protocol number 1. The champion's breath. Under pressure, amateurs' breathing becomes shallow and irregular. Elite performers use specific breathing techniques to maintain optimal brain function. The 4-7-8 pattern. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system and maintains clear thinking under pressure. Navy SEALs use this. Olympic athletes use this. You can use this in your next presentation, negotiation, or high-stakes situation. Protocol number 2. Process anchoring. When the pressure is highest, the elite return to their fundamental processes. Kobe Bryant would visualize his shooting form. Tiger Woods would focus on his pre-shot routine. Create your own process anchors, specific technical elements you can focus on when everything else is chaos. Protocol number 3. Reframe the stakes. Amateurs think, I can't lose this. Elite performers think, I get to perform at this level. The reframe changes everything about your physiology and decision-making. Protocol number 4, the next play mentality. Elite performers have incredibly short memories for mistakes. They process what went wrong, extract the lesson, and immediately focus on the next opportunity. This prevents the death spiral that destroys most people under pressure. One mistake leads to another, then another. Protocol number 5. Embrace the arena. The elite actually seek out high-pressure situations. They understand that pressure is privilege. It means you're playing at a level that matters. While others avoid the arena, champions run toward it. The implementation strategy. Here's how you implement this psychology of winning in your own life. Step 1. Audit your current level. Be honest. What level of competitive thinking are you operating at? Are you in scarcity mode, performance mode, category creation, or ecosystem building? Step 2. Identify your arena. Where do you compete? Your career, your business, your relationships, your health. Choose one primary arena to focus on first. Step 3. Design your process. What are the fundamental processes that, if executed consistently, would make your desired outcomes inevitable? Focus on these, not the competition. Step 4. Create your mental toughness stack. Choose 2 to 3 mental toughness protocols that resonate with you. Practice them in low-stakes situations so they're automatic when pressure hits. Step 5. Build your win-win strategy. How can you expand the entire game so that your success enables others' success? This is the key to sustainable dominance. The 30-day challenge. Week 1. Focus purely on process. Ignore all competitive comparisons. Week 2. Implement mental toughness protocols in daily situations. Week 3. Look for win-win opportunities in your interactions. Week 4. Start thinking about how to create new categories or ecosystems. Remember, the goal isn't to beat others. It's to become so good at what you do that competition becomes irrelevant. The dark side warning before we close. I need to warn you about the dark side of elite competitive psychology. When you start thinking at this level, you might become frustrated with people who operate at lower levels. You might feel isolated because you're playing a different game than everyone around you. This is normal. Elite performers often feel lonely because they see possibilities that others can't see yet. The key is to use your elevated thinking to lift others up, not to look down on them. Remember, true champions create other champions. Also, never let the psychology of winning make you lose your humanity. The most dangerous competitors are those who win at all costs. The most admired competitors are those who win with character. The psychology of winning isn't about crushing your competition. It's about transcending competition entirely. When you operate from the frameworks we've discussed today, something magical happens. You stop worrying about what others are doing and start focusing on what you're capable of. You stop playing their game and start creating your own. The elite don't just win, they redefine what winning means. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, operate like you're already at the top of your field. Focus on your process, not your position. Build win-win scenarios, not zero-sum battles. Create value, don't just capture it. And most importantly, remember that the greatest competition is with the person you were yesterday. If this video changed how you think about competition, then you're ready for the complete elite code system. Next week, I'm revealing the core beliefs you must adopt to think like the 1%. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment below. What's one area where you're going to stop competing and start creating instead? Remember, your current mindset got you here. The elite code will take you to the 1%. Until next time, think like a champion, compete like a champion, win like a champion.